Okay, for some reason, oh, it stopped. Okay, that's probably why. So it's a good thing I pressed record. So that it's always been around. This is nothing new
So,
around. So this just shows there's areas of the planet that have portals and gateways to different dimensions, and the government knows it. They do what they can to know about it to avoid it because they can't control it.
mm. So the ones them they have like a summarization for the ones them who whether them dip on the boat or them dip on a ship or them they in a plane and the thing just come missing. Is there like a place where these ones are taken or
What do you mean? I thought I was clear that they're into other dimensions.
no one ever heard about it? So you said the ones them who go missing go into a different dimension.
Yes, just like the Indonesia plane that they've never found that took off and then it disappeared. Oh yeah, that's real.
So these ones are still in that dimension, living in them state of being with them left in a R
Who knows what's going on in that dimension? We just what has been reported and confirmed is that how does a plane of that disappear and it's not tracked with all the technology that we have?
multi-dimensional, multi-spectral, multi-continuum. All right. All right. Toa, Toa. Much appreciated for that. Yeah. Yeah. I think yeah, that them two that was the fitness.
All right, much appreciated. And for those that had questions, please put them back in the chat because I can't see them because of what occurred earlier. And but I can go, I'll see going on the stream. Let me see if the stream is still working because if it isn't, then what it means is that the stream was stopped, in which case, oh, oh, the stream's still going on Facebook. Good. So I'll try and I'll find the live and go through the questions that were left there. Anybody who had any questions, and then we'll kind of wrap this up. But I have to play some of these clips here because these were very important clips that I wanted everybody to, there we go. These were clips that I wanted everybody to hear. Okay, that's the hydrogel. Um, okay, so comment. 1 second here, just flipping over into the Facebook and see. Okay, 28 comments. Beautiful. 1 second here, just flipping over into the Facebook and see. There we go. Okay, 28 comments. Beautiful. 1 second here, just flipping over into the Facebook and see. Okay, so now I can go. Flipping was stop. In which case, there we go. So I just want to see how he go. Okay. In which case, there we go. So I just want to see how okay. So there were some comments here that I knew had left. I wanted to get that out there. All right. So come on. Yeah, so I'm clicking on 28 comments. I'm telling you, you can make changes to the video while it's live. Okay, well, let's go then. No comments, 4 shares. Yeah, that's why I have to go straight. There we go. Okay. In which case, okay, great. So these are the comments that was left. Let's go. Come on, come on. Funny. Okay, so um
Go on.
okay, so Anu, okay, so he asked that question.
Uh,
Um yeah, he didn't want to honor the contract, and
all right.
there was, yeah, Anu had stated when he submitted his copy of the SD that I notarized uh the supplements deus he's talking about. He
Um,
submitted that to the court. Um, the judge jumped off the case and returned it to the supervisory judge.
hold on.
So the SD is the supplements deus is a very important and powerful document not to be underestimated.
Repeat.
Not at all. So the SD is supplements deus is a very important and powerful document not to be underestimated.
Repeat.
Not at all. So the SD is a very important and oh yeah, very, very important. All right, so now let's get into some of these videos real quick. We can't go too long, but I wanted to bring up some important videos, which I was trying to get done, and we lost 30 minutes. Okay, let's see here. That's good, that's good. So where's the other one? Oh, okay. Now this was a student teacher that was arrested after concerning a Snapchat post. This is part two. So I'm gonna play this.
Oh, yes. But, okay, yes.
That is you, correct?
Oh, yes. But, okay, yes. This was a joke, though, but yes.
Who did you send that to?
That was just my, just to, 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would be the 3 people?
It was like a, not a private story, but like a private. Like, there's only 3 people on there. But yeah, I'm realizing that was a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
Who were the 3 people?
My boyfriend, my roommate.
2 roommates?
Yeah, I have 2 roommates.
What are their names?
So you're saying you did do this, but you did it as a joke?
Just as a joke.
Oh, what happened here? Oh no. Why you gonna move this over to Steve Harvey?
And it was only to 3 people. I'm realizing now that it was stupid. And I did not mean it at serious at all. I'm not a violent person. You can ask any of the teachers. I'm very calm. But I was working on a lesson plan and she turned it off and I was like, bro, come on. But it wasn't meant to be violence in any way.
Do you have any weapons in any of the
No,
bags?
you guys can check
Don't search
anything.
them.
I have a backpack too. I don't know if she had it. Or, yeah, it's right there.
Did you want to do a written statement about this, or?
I was gonna ask, do you know what's gonna happen?
Well, I'm going to call our supervisor here as soon as I was going to wait for the kids at least because they leave right now. All right, so I'm going to step out and talk to him real quick. If you'd like to write, which happened with this, or it's up to you. I mean, you told us that it was a joke, but it could, man, I mean,
I
like,
know. Yeah.
so it's up to you. I'll step out and call him if you don't mind.
Yeah, I want to say something to you real quick.
What's that?
I'll talk to you for sure.
Okay.
You got her phone or no? Okay. We're gonna do see if we can do a consent to search form for her phone.
Okay.
So we don't have to go.
Okay.
Ask Harvey about that.
Okay,
We
all
can
right.
talk to him.
You're gonna hold that then?
Yep.
So I think I actually have that form sitting on the desk there.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a serious offense, okay?
I know.
How we got it was the FBI, okay?
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you did say shoot
Yeah.
student, and so you are going to go with us, okay? I do got to process you.
Everybody's seeing what's going on, right? They got this from the FBI off this woman's Snapchat post. Because she says shoot. So they're watching stuff. So now that brings me into this one here. This video.
I got arrested. Cops can lie to you. In fact, that's their job, is to get any way to get a confession. They'll lie to you. Tell us this.
Sure. So that is true. Then, and here's how I say it. I say the case law in California currently is that they can use deception and no judge will care. Now, there's been a movement. The pendulum has started to swing the other way. But let me also explain. So I have no statement, I want my lawyer. That covers you when you've been arrested. They bring you to the interrogation room. That's what you need to say. Do not answer any questions because you might inadvertently put yourself at a crime scene where they couldn't even establish that. So that's the first thing. I've done several posts on that. Go to my Instagram at Attorney Rosenberg and you can find out more. But here's what I really also want to say. Let's talk about what a Perkins operation is. So the Perkins is after the detectives say, hey, we got your license plate, we got your car, we know your cell phone was pinging at the scene of the murder, and then the guy says, I have no statement, I want my lawyer, it's not over. So then they put you back in the jail cell at the police station, and we call that the tank. And they can put an undercover cop or an informant, and they can record. So then that other person, we call them the Perkins agent. They say, hey, bro, what's up, man? What are you in for? The guy says, I'm here on a hot one. They say, oh, bro, what do they got? And they start getting you talking about it. And then the Perkins agent will say, you know, they say no face, no case, and they get the person to feel comfortable. And then they end up asking questions like, where did you get the gun? What did you do with the gun?
And they leave you in the tank for hours.
Yeah.
And when you're in jail and you don't know how long you're going to be in there and there's just one other guy, human nature is to just bond. And you talk about that you haven't talked about to anyone. It's crazy. It's a psychological phenomena. And so they try to record you talking to a jailhouse snitch.
Yeah, they're trying to elicit a confession.
Wow. And that's admissible.
Correct.
There you go. They'll lie. What's the other one? Just double check to make sure. No, I don't want that one. Let's see. Just a couple more and then we're done just because we lost 30 minutes. Okay, that's a good one. One second, everyone. I just want to pick out. Some real good ones. Ah, yes. There we go.
We have dealt with, I would consider to be a, we are not alone. And most of the ones that we have dealt with, I would consider to be a benevolent species. Okay. But there are some that are malevolent, and I've come across a couple of those. Right. And I don't want to do that. But they also believe that they're entitled to something because that's the way they see source.
Yeah, the Dracos really think that they are supposed to be gifted everything,
right,
from the best health to owning everything.
Right, exactly. And you're not going to change their mind because it's so ingrained in them.
It is.
And I know they do a lot of genetic manipulation, and they have some species that they've developed within their own race that are terrible. For whatever purpose that is. I mean, they believe that this third dimension belongs to them, that it is their empire. And so in saying that, obviously, we have not come up against something like that on this planet before. And so we should be aware that that exists out there. I mean, whatever current wars they're having right now happen to involve the Draconians. And I'm not sure exactly when it happened, but they make mention that they have allied with the serpents. And, we knew them in our history as Nagas. So apparently that's made things worse because they too have a mentality that everything belongs to them. So now you have two species that are willing to war against other species that have a mentality that everything belongs to them, that we are entitled to nothing. We are, in fact, probably part of their food chain rather than anything else. And so that's not a place where we want to be. And a lot of times when we talk about that, they make us aware that, there's a reason that they came to us and that I went through this journey to understand about Omicron Commonwealth is because there's a great evil that's coming. And, I mentioned in that first episode about being taken into the Draco constellation.
Right.
And there was, everything was roiling and on fire and just, lots of violence. And what they're saying is that since they've allied with the serpents brought terrible weapon knowledge to them that they didn't have before. And so they say that now there's what they call a mega planet that's capable of being mobile and that it's armed with antimatter weapons and hypertunneling, and so they're destroying whole planets. And,
right.
Yeah, right, and they're raping the resources, and they don't care about civilizations anymore. I can do without them. I can enslave something else. That's their mentality. That's our worst nightmare. And so when they showed me this vision, I saw great ships coming out of it, and I saw them picking up resources and taking them off someplace else. I don't know where they were taking them, but clearly they were claiming what was left.
So there's that. Just picking up on kind of where I had left off. There's a couple more. I want to make sure everybody sees those. Okay, not that one. And again, if you are on the White Autochthon News Network, you should have seen these. So if you haven't seen them, if you're not on White Autochthon News Network, you should be on. This is more so for people who aren't on or who haven't seen it. Okay, that's about nicotine and tobacco. Oh, yes, this is it. Yes, this is the one here. This was the video. This is first one, and then this is the second. No, that one. Okay, so we'll play this one here. This is the one here. Yep, this would be good.
News shit. And them came across this motherfucking news shit. And them bitch talking. And then her motherfucking neck started to do some outrageous shit. Look this shit.
Be deported until jurisdiction is more clearly determined. Walk us through your
crazy work
to that court ruling. Do you feel like you
crazy motherfucking work
position to address this legally moving forward, or what do you want to see happen next?
The motherfuckers live amongst us, dog.
Yes, I mean, look, this is
reptilian bitch.
Step. Early this morning,
I ain't never seen a motherfucking neck look like that.
Petition with the court, and we're ultimately asking
no, dog.
to Massachusetts immediately and to release her.
Take that bitch back where you found her. See, that's crazy motherfucking work. I'm telling you, all these motherfuckers on these news stations, not all of them, but a lot of these motherfuckers reptilians out this motherfucker. Start paying close attention to their motherfucking looks. They don't look human. Them motherfuckers be out at the camera like that. And then they start itching and twitching and glitching and shit. And y'all act like y'all don't see it. It's right in front of your motherfucking face, dog. So that's why I don't be believing these motherfuckers on the media and the news. I know y'all seen they live. You better go look up that shit. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I forgot what he said. And I'm all out of bubblegum, dog. Peace.
There you go. No, she said Nega Kuyani. Okay, the cure for cancer, the molecule IL-15 was flagged as one of the most promising cancer-killing candidates ever. The trial exists, the survival data exists. Saudi Arabia reviewed the science and approved it for lung cancer, while in the US, the exact same drug is still restricted to a tiny bladder cancer use. Same drug, same data, different outcome. If this can save lives, who decided Americans don't deserve it yet? You got to go to England for that. What's your 19, Babatunde, what's your hand? You got your hand up. What was your question?
All right. Gratitude again. The first video you play with the Draco, I am seeing that the supposedly female in that video, why is it that she's looking, or it is looking in close resemblance to the things that she's talking about? You notice that?
Yes, because it's the same thing. Hold on a second here. Let's see. Albert. I'm going to pull up this video here of Albert Bourla, who's the chair of Pfizer, who is the one that created the liquid computer operating system at the time. Everyone thought it was the, cure. And so he was on a Zoom meeting, and everyone said, what the hell is going on with this guy's neck? And this is it. Same thing you saw that woman do.
I spoke to the CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, about what message today's approval should send to those who have questioned the approval process. This is the fastest approval the FDA has conducted on a drug. You'll recall the speed was one of the things that worried some people who were cautious and hesitant. They thought this process is moving way too fast. What do you say to those folks now?
I think that for those people that they were a little bit reluctant because they wanted to see a full approval, now they have the full confirmation of one of the most respected agencies in the world, the FDA, that the product, the vaccine, is effective and safe.
Talk, if you can, for a moment about the safety. What have you learned about serious side effects in this vaccine? For a moment about the safety. What have you learned about serious side effects in this vaccine? For a moment about the safety. What have you learned about serious side effects in this vaccine? Can for a moment about the safety. What have you learned about serious side effects in this vaccine?
Ninguna fiesta sin crazy frog. ¿Quién dejó el frog out? Vamos. ¿Quién dejó el frog out? Oh oh.
Vamos. All right.
That's on live TV. So put the link in the chat here.
Oh man. Okay. One more thing, Chief. The nigga gotta compose himself. This.
Listen, this is what everyone says they want the truth to. Here it is. So if they're using technology, you can't dismiss, like you can't. That's happening live. That happened during this fake demic. So when you see stuff like that, that goes to tell you what's going on. Big time. Let's see. Damn.
All right. So the first video though, you're able to replay that again? Because I want to show you exactly where I pick up when the female was talking about the Draco, and one of the images in that clip, that female that's, well, supposedly a female, she have striking resemblance to one of the image in that Draco clip.
Yes, because some of I was trying to find the video clip where some of those people, they were actually shape-shifting in the camera. Some of the Hollywood stars. Let's see here. Okay, here's the link here. Oh, is that it already? Okay, so I put that in the chat so everyone has that. And you're talking about the previous video that
the first one with the female sitting talking to the man, in what look like some regalia, army regalia.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
Yeah, and they talk specifically about the Draco, the Draco Society, and all of the wars going on now.
Let's see here.
What's going on with my computer here now, nigga?
Okay, that's this one here.
Purpose, that is. I mean, they believe that this third dimension belongs to them, that it is their empire. And so in saying that, obviously, we have not come up against something like that on this planet before. And so we should be aware that that exists out there. I mean, whatever current wars they're having right now happen to involve the Draconians. And I'm not sure exactly when it happened, but they make mention.
Right there. You ain't seen a resemblance between she talking and that thing here?
Well, here I'm going beyond that. If you look at why Amorite women don't braid their hair like this. See here again. So unless she's mixed, she doesn't give me that impression. Sound to me she's more like an Amorite. And look at how her hair, that's a box weave that the black women do. And she's doing that. Why? And again, I want to emphasize this for everybody to know. You have the Nomos, you have the Syrians that are in the Atlantic Ocean, you have reptilian species that are fighting other reptilians on our behalf. Can't look at a reptilian and say, oh, the reptilians are all evil. It's like, no, what it is that you have those that are fighting on our behalf, then you have those that don't care. that the ones that are the invaders, the ones that are just like, listen, we just gonna take stuff, run them over, we don't give a damn. And so now this is where that questioning of who, how do you know who's who, etc. And so again, the Nagars, the Nagar serpents, the niggers, why is it that when this subject matter comes up, that nobody, all of a sudden the fact that we're first on the planet is like thrown out the window? Yet you have that Amorite video I played. He looks like he's dressing up in some type of Sumerian type of garb, but he's an Amorite, and he's saying, how is it that these Amorites can't be on the planet? What you? How is it? If it's your planet, you should not worry about your sun burning your skin. If you have to be concerned about the sun burning your skin, this is not your planet. You're not from here. This goes into the economic consequence, even though it's a small, might be considered insignificant. It is a butterfly effect. It's going to cause a feedback loop. It is going to cause what they call the chaos theory, which is incorrect syntax. It's darkness theory, because now it's going to affect all the commerce on the planet was done based off of what? Theft. So people think, I'll just steal. What the hell it matters? That's how you get it. Now, what is the consequence when the anthropological and historical and genetic levels come out, and now that they're mixing it and connecting it to the computer intelligence, that's gonna cause some economic problems. You see what I mean? So we be on the lookout for that. You know what to check for: the eyes and the neck. And if that wasn't the one I played with Burla wasn't the one. There was another one where he was on, and then he just sat there, and then he went like he was trying to breathe, and everyone said, "What the hell's wrong with this guy's throat?" And then that was when they was just like, "No." And then they said, "Are you gonna take?" He said, "Oh, no, I'm not gonna cut the line." I'm gonna hold on a second. What you mean you ain't gonna cut the line? You the CEO and you ain't gonna cut the line? So that already proved it was the transhumanism. Overstood?
Sure. Gratitude, Chief.
No. All right, fair teeth. Last question.
Rawat.
Rawat.
Yeah, speaking about the Naga and the dark skin aliens, there's a Hispanic cat on TikTok, and he's always it's in another century, and he's saying, I'm in 17th century China, and this is what's going on. I'm speaking with the Queen of Hawaii in 1903. But what I noticed about this cat is that there's never no dark-skinned people in the past.
AI.
And I knew that's some bullshit. Then I saw him with somebody was drinking a Red Bull. So I said, oh, he's marketing. So Red Bull and gave him a contract. So now, is it fake? Because I'm confirmed by seeing the Red Bull can.
Listen, this is the same. I'm going to say this the same way I say to everybody else. When you see people put stuff on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, what have you, you all have to question them. I don't find people questioning them. Question them. Do they respond? Or if they don't respond, then you come to me with, hey, I questioned this guy who says he's a time traveler, saw the what you gonna call it, the Red Bull. He ain't say nothing. The same can be said because I got in touch, emailed Terrence Deshaun Howard, Billy Carson, the rest of them. Y'all keep using that word black. Black means pale. You guys are supposed to be scientists and flicking geneticists. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's the next one. Said, I don't care because he's a wrestler. I'm like, listen, where's the intelligence? Where is the logic? The language is incorrect. It's incorrect syntax. African American. What do you mean African American? What language do African Americans speak? See, here we gonna raise this to that level now. What language do African Americans speak? What's their original language? Don't know. Don't exist. Adjectives, objects. I don't care. I'm not expecting you to be fluent in anything. You know Choctaw, you know a little Chickasaw, you know a little bit of Yuchi, you know some Yamasee. I don't care. But I'm saying if you say you African American, what language do they speak? English, but that's Europe. So why are you going to detest a European, but then you don't speak your language or even make an attempt to find out what was the language that your direct lineage spoke? This is where we're at that point right now. So when I see a lot of AI, because sometimes I get fooled and then I scroll down, hold on, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell is a lion doing wrestling a gorilla? Then I look, oh, this is an AI. I saw, oh, this is it. Ain't made this stuff up. Or the classic one, the girl is wrestling a gorilla through the glass. He pulls her through the hole. Then I said, hold on a second. Then he lifts her up. Then I see the leg moves kind of funny. I said, oh, this is AI. Or the other one where the girl was in the thing there, I forget, she fell in the tank or whatever, and then the lion came and then she went into this cubby hole thinking she could escape, and then the lion gets into the cubby hole. I'm like, come on.
Because they usually have it at the bottom. I look to, I go all the way
Yeah,
down, AI
exactly.
generated.
You have to
But I
look at the
did
bottom.
comment.
So,
I,
exactly.
I commented on the guy. I did say, I say, oh, I see you got a good contract. When I saw the Chinese guy was drinking Red Bull, I said, well, you got a good contract there.
Yeah,
So
that's what it comes. If he's saying that he was there with I saw what was it, either not Cleopatra but some Elizabeth the First, and then I see he whip out a Red Bull. Like, come on, you tell me you time traveling and what you need Red Bull for?
the worst drink on the planet.
Back in the 1800s, in that time period, the Earth was still natural, still very atmosphere is very healthy. What would you need a Red Bull back in the 1817, 1500, 1200? What would you need Red Bull for? You wouldn't need it for nothing.
Understood. So it's confirmed.
Oh, what was this? Yeah, you have on TikTok, they have people shedding their mask to show a reptilian face. Is that AI or real? No, I saw that one with the Chris Rock and with this one and their eyes changing. Oh yeah, and then Chris Rock was talking about, yeah, I might be in the Illuminati. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm not good with meetings. These little things. So this is what we're dealing with, and because the advent of technology and the things are going, they're like, okay, they want to what I see, they want to dumb people down to the point where people are so dumb they would not be afraid of knowing that this is your invader. And then I guess this is what they're desperate, talking about the Draconians. They're desperate to get out the cave because at a certain point you're going to have mental illness if you're stuck in a particular environment all the time. They're like, you don't go out, you don't go no place, you guys don't do nothing. Come on. Oh,
And knowing that we were trained in we were raised in Nuwapu, that we are not fearing that. We've been preparing for this, me for over 40 years. So Baba told us about this way back. So we're more acclimated to if they show up, it's like, what can you do for me? How can you help me?
I had to record this, obviously from Global News's website. The link that they had, they're saying
so, I had to play. I wanted to play
posted it
this
on
earlier,
LinkedIn
so I'm just gonna get
on
to the main part.
Weekend, he opened his first Canadian restaurant, Canoe Cafe.
So much appreciate for that. But question these people on their stuff when they're doing that, like, hey, and then come to me with that because now we'll have the evidence that you communicated with them. Now they have a witness to their whether they actually time traveled or not. You know what I'm saying?
Cafe here in Edmonton.
Plant-based is as relevant as having Japanese or Italian or other types of options.
The restaurant is one of a growing number of vegan options in the city. Pat
There I
Madadis has
am,
been
right
serving
there. There's
vegan
me.
food in Edmonton for 15 years. The manager says she's seen a shift in appetite.
There's
That's
more
my
so
inside.
of the whole education on why eating plant-based is better for you, it's better for the environment, it's better for the future.
She doesn't think going vegan is a fad. Rather, she thinks the vegan competition creates more demand and more niche cooking.
A family can just go enjoy their meal without feeling like, oh my gosh, this is something I just don't want to eat, bowls of salads. I just don't want to eat chickpeas. Restaurants now are definitely more innovative.
A recent poll found about 10% of Canadians are either vegetarian or vegan. The numbers have likely been that way for years, but it seems the industry is now catching on.
I'll do a Google search and for vegetarian restaurants because.
Oh no, you ain't gonna do that on me. Back that up.
Now catching on.
I'll do a Google search and.
See? So 12-year digital footprint. 12-year digital footprint. This is global news. Back September 23rd, 2018. So why didn't Nicole call herself Nicole Nicholas on camera? She said, saw Aset Taweret. That's what she gave to the reporter, Julia Wong. And Julia Wong no longer works at Global. Now she works at CBC, which is the Canadian federal government news media outlet. See the hypocrisy?
I also sent you an email because Mandia said I was a fiction, so I sent you an email with Nicole knew who I was over 7 years ago. So
yes.
I just sent you that as for the record, you know.
So this is where, why would you say this to the reporter? Right? Remember, she told everyone in that cicada she's standing on her indigenousness, but all her commercial activity now, she's saying she's Nicole. But September 23rd, 2018, when our daughter was born premature, she didn't call herself Nicole Nicholas. She said Aset Taweret. You can't hide from the internet, Nicole. This is a 12-year digital footprint. You can't cover that up. So when people see this replay after getting through the 30-minute delay of getting back on, what does she say now? That's why she got to change her look. That's what criminals do when they get exposed. That's what hypocrites do when they get exposed. They have to change their look because people are going to look through them and see you as a liar. We took the day off because our daughter was in the NICU. That's why this happened. I said, let's go to the vegetarian and go get something to eat instead of staying at the Royal Alex Hospital. And I sent this screenshot to her and her lawyer. They all have it. So when they see this replay, especially all the people who feeling sorry for her, why did she tell the news media she saw Aset Taweret? Why didn't she say Nicole Nicholas? Everybody understand?
Understood.
So you can't come now 12 years and try and erase that. This is why she wanted this computer to hide it. So now, because we know the police and the Crown and them are watching every week I do this, they have this already. They have the picture of this. This is how we expose the non-submitting fools. This is how we do it. So now everyone, especially the fools that was listening to her, you have to ask her why she tell the news media, why she give them this name, because, oh, you're not indigenous now? Is that what you're saying?
For vegetarian restaurants, because like I said, at least once a week, we're strictly eating vegetarian food all day.
So that's how that roll. So with that, I'm going to end it there. We lost 30 minutes. We'll pick up in 7 days, Monday. We'll see what happens. It's pre-trial conference. Don't know what's going to happen. I have no clue. And we'll go from there. If they want to proceed, we just know that they don't want her talking. Because that type of video comes up, she can't explain that without perjuring herself. All right, so I appreciate everyone being here. See you all in 7 days. Those that's on training, see you tomorrow, 12 noon. All right, everyone have a great shadow hour. Y'all want to say Chashukador? 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 Say Shikador. Say Wadu. Say Shikador. Shikador. Look, Shikador. At Zoom. Say Wadu. What the? What the?